Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 2 with Melinda Shepard. We left off in the last episode with the elusive man wanting to have a little chat with us in the debriefing room. So, since we literally can't take the ship anywhere else until we have this conversation, because hooray railroading, let's go and see what he wants. I mean, I bitch about it, but this is a pretty narrative-focused game, so a little bit of railroading is to be expected, and as long as it's not too heavy or too obvious, I tend to let it go when it comes to this sort of thing. Anyways, let's see what Timmy wants.
Shepard, we got a break. I intercepted a distress call from a Turian patrol. They stumbled onto a collector ship beyond the Corliss system. The Turians were wiped out, but not before they crippled the collector vessel. I need you to board that ship and get some hard data on the collectors. Find us a way to get to their home world.
This seems a little... what's the word? Oh yes, convenient. That's it. How did the Turians manage to disable a collector ship?
Hard to imagine how a Turian patrol could take out a collector ship.
Reports indicate the hull's intact, but all systems seem to be offline. They could be making repairs as we speak. I'm not saying it won't be dangerous, but we can't let an opportunity like this slip by.
Okay. And I can't imagine they aren't investigating themselves.
If they had a patrol out there, why aren't the Turians sending a recon team in?
They will, eventually. But I intercepted the transmissions. In the meantime, we're feeding them false reports. You're close enough that you can be in and out before the Turians learn the truth.
Okay, and you heard about this. How, exactly?
You sure this information's good?
Information is my weapon, Shepard. It's good.
In other words, he doesn't want to tell us, so if we keep asking, he'll just spew bullshit until we agree. As usual with this asshole. Fine, I'll give it a look.
Send me the coordinates and I'll take care of it.
Already sent. Once you're aboard the ship, establish an uplink with Edie. She'll mine their data for information regarding the Omega-4 relay. Good luck, Shepard.
Coordinates punched in. Let's go find us a collector ship.
Well, you can't say it's not urgent, so I'll give them that. In this case, they're railroading us because it's something that is urgent to the plot. And anyone saying this whole thing is stupidly contrived or something, well, you're not wrong, but how do I put this? Let's see. It might be a little bit contrived, but I don't mind because it's a very interesting way to do things, and I'm inclined to let it go because of that. But I'm going to stick with our usual team of Garrus and Kasumi. I should probably switch it out. I will do when it comes time for the loyalty missions, but not just yet. What do we want to do? I think I'll just max out Shockwave, honestly. After that, I'm going to pump some more into Incendiary and... Heavy Shockwave? Yes, please. Kasumi, I'll do nothing because I want to max out her Master Thief ability. Garrus doesn't have enough points to do anything. So, do I want to do anything here? Well, I want to change out the fucking Tempest for the Locust, because the Locust is superior in every way. other than that, I'm going to switch out the arc projector for the collector particle beam. A little bit of pre-knowledge, but I know the arc projector is not going to be that useful in here because it's mainly handy taking out shields and dealing with synthetics, which there won't be any synthetics on here, and I don't think any of the collectors ever usually have shields. Barriers, yes, but shields, definitely not. So we'll stick with that. The Eviscerator shotgun's good as ever. Garrus is Maddock. And Viper combo is perfectly fine. Kasumi also got switched over to the Tempest for some reason, so let's fix that. And that's us done with weapon setups. So let's get on this ship and see what's going to ambush us this time.
We have a visual on the collector ship, Commander.
Very low emissions. Passive infrared temperatures suggest most systems are offline. Thrusters are cold.
Yeah, it's a trap.
Massive. How the hell did the Turians take it out?
This is definitely a trap. There's no way this is not a trap.
Radar scans do not detect any hull breaches on the side facing us. I detect no Mass Effect field distortions. It appears the drive core is offline.
Rendezvous in 30 seconds, Commander. Good luck.
Gotcha. Try not to get us killed. We're in.
Like a giant insect hive.
Yeah. Well, given the collectors are basically two-legged insects, that does kind of make sense. Kasumi, we have really got to get you a helmet. The glorified gas mask is not something you want to be sticking with in the long term.
EM signature to known collector profiles. It is the vessel you encountered on Horizon.
Maybe the defense towers softened it for the Turians.
The missing colonists might be aboard.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Okay, let's have a look at the pod.
The collectors use these containers on Horizon, but these are empty.
Can't imagine it. Trapped in these pods, completely controlled by the collectors. My God.
That's one way to put it, certainly. Why do I have such a bad feeling about
What
this place?
happened here?
Pile of bodies. Lovely. This place is just getting better and better,
Why would the
hasn't
collectors just
it?
leave a pile of bodies lying around?
Must have been used for testing. I'd say these subjects didn't pass.
There are worse things than death. Like being a test subject for twisted aliens.
I know you're right, but it doesn't make me feel any better.
Fair point. Well, let's get moving. Because I would like to spend as little time as possible on this ship. Because, let's be honest, this place is creepy as fuck. Well, let's not be spending too much time around here. looks like it's not just military people. We've got all sorts of bodies lying around. Let's see, I'm counting. Let's have a look. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 corpses, all human. Curious that they'd all be human, though. I mean, if we're going to take a purely ruthless bastard approach, you'd think they'd branch out to other species and do a wider variety of testing rather than just killing all humans. But to be perfectly honest, I don't really want to think about what's been going on here, so I'm not going to.
That's a collector. Were they experimenting on one of their own?
Edie, I'm uploading the data from this terminal. See if you can figure out what they were up to.
Data received. Analyzing. The collectors were running baseline genetic comparisons between their species and humanity.
Why the hell would they be doing that? I mean, it's not like they'd have any reason to think there were genetic similarities, at least based off of physical appearance alone.
Are they looking for similarities?
I have no hypothesis on their motivations. All I have are the preliminary results. They reveal something remarkable. A quad-strand genetic structure identical to traces collected from ancient ruins. Only one race is known to have this structure, the Protheans.
My God. The Protheans didn't vanish. They're just working for the Reapers now.
These are no longer Prothean, Shepard. Their genes show distinct signs of extensive genetic rewrite. The Reapers have repurposed them to suit their needs.
You'd think somebody would have picked up on this.
No one has had an opportunity to study a collector genetic code in this detail. I've already matched 2,000 alleles to recorded fragments. This collector likely descends from a Prothean colony in the Styx Theta cluster. But there are signs of extreme alteration. 3 fewer chromosomes. Reduced heterochromatin structure. Elimination of superfluous junk sequences.
Reapers didn't wipe out the Protheans. They turned them into monsters and enslaved them. Still, they're working for the Reapers now, and we have to stop them.
I sure don't want to be turned into that.
Let's find what we need before the collectors come to salvage this vessel. Move out.
Well, ain't that a bombshell? The collectors are Protheans. In some sense, that is. I can tell you for sure, the first time I played through this, when I found that out, I literally sat there for like an hour, stunned, because I couldn't believe it. Now, I'd seen my share of plot twists in video games by that point, but this was honestly one of the most well-done plot twists because, well, there weren't exactly clues leading to it or anything. You can't say it came entirely out of the blue either. It's one of the interesting plot twists that, when you look back at it, you can sort of connect the frame of logic that must have been used to make that deduction, but you wouldn't be able to figure it out ahead of time, and it's really one of the more excellent bits of writing, in my honest opinion. But now, we get an option for some advanced weapon training. And I can do one of 3 things. I can learn to use an assault rifle, learn to use a sniper rifle, or get a really, really super powerful shotgun. Which, if I don't get it here, then only a Krogan will be able to get it. Now, if I was playing as... If I was playing as an infiltrator, then I would have the option for a sniper rifle that is so powerful that it will apparently dislocate your shoulder if you fire it, and is also meant to be used against tanks. But I think I'm going to go with the assault rifle training to give myself an extra weapons option, and just because I think the current shotgun I have is good enough. I don't need a fucking claymore. Give me that assault rifle training, please. No reason I wouldn't want to have an extra kind of gun, of course. And now I'm going to make some loadout changes. They switch Garrus off of the Vindicator for whatever reason. I'm going to put him back on the Matic, which is definitely my favorite assault rifle. I'll give myself the Matic as well. That's what I'm going to stick with. There we go. And we're good. Not a whole lot in the way of ammo for it, unlike some of the other ones, but I definitely prefer it to some of the other alternatives.
Too many.
I detect no signs of life in the pod, Shepard. It is probable the victims inside died when the ship lost primary power.
Another thing to kill the collectors over? That list is just bloody mounting. It really is. There are going to be a lot of reasons to kill them by the time we get through here. Also, yay, 15 grand. But yeah, at this point, to be perfectly honest, I just want to finish up here and get out.
Looks interesting.
Bit of damage protection. Yeah. I just want to get out of here because we'll be spending it.
Data recorded by the original Normandy 2 years ago. They are an exact
Son of a bitch.
The same ship
It's
dogging
the
me for 2
exact
years.
same ship
Way beyond
that
coincidence.
attacked us 2 years ago.
Commander, watch your back.
Yeah. As I said, I am fairly convinced this is a trap.
Oh my god.
They could take every human in the Terminus systems and still not have enough to fill these pods.
They're gonna target Earth.
Not if we stop them.
Now, you might say that's a bit of a leap in logic. Sorry about that. Real life apparently decided I have gone long enough without an interruption and decided to provide me with one. Translation, my dad wanted to drink tea with me.
There's a control
A
panel
little
on the
bit.
platform. Maybe something we can use.
So it's been like 5-10 minutes, but I'm back now.
Something doesn't feel right about this.
And yeah, you're right, Garrus. This definitely feels wrong. As I said before, this is definitely a trap.
Edie, I'm setting up a bridge between you and the collector ship. See if you can get anything useful from the databanks.
Yeah, don't screw this up, Toaster. My ass is on the line. I believe the phrase, "oh shit," is applicable here.
That can't be good.
What the hell is going on here?
Everyone's alright, Joker. What just happened?
Major power surge. Everything went dark, but we're back up now.
I managed to divert the majority of the overload to non-critical systems. Shepard, it was not a malfunction. This was a trap.
And who didn't see that coming is what I would like to know.
Need a
Because
little help here, Edie.
honestly,
Trouble maintaining connection. Their
even if you hadn't played this game before, there were enough hints that was a trap coming to level a fucking continent. So if you didn't see that coming, well, that's your fault.
Better get it done fast, Edie.
Stay frosty, people. They're coming.
Stay frosty. I would like to be able to make them frosty, but I am not an engineer. So, yeah. Right. I forgot about that. This particular gun
This should slow him down.
requires you to fire per shot. Whereas most rifles, you just fire for using them. And I really should be making use of that incendiary ammo. You know, let's switch over to the Locust for now. Fuck.
Assuming control.
Well, shit. Harvey wants a word, does he?
Stop me.
There we go.
My attacks will tear you.
Come on. Thank you. I already know pain. Your attacks are quite bloody painful. They really are.
I am simultaneously fighting collector firewalls in over 8,000 nodes. I am tasked to capacity.
Then fucking retask. And Kasumi, get out of the way. Come on.
We are harmony.
And you are a pain in my ass.
Assuming control.
Come on, Harvey. Nobody likes you. So why don't you just accept that? Alright. Let's get Garrus back up. And make him dead. Alright. Come on. The Scion needs to go down. These things are a pain in the rear. At least it's not as bad as on Horizon, though. You remember when we were fighting like 2-3 goddamn Scions at once? Good googly moogly, that was rough. And yes, I just said good googly moogly. Deal with it. But now, I need to turn on incendiary ammo on all my guns, because as it turns out, I didn't do that. And I didn't realize somehow, despite the amount of hours I've played this game, easily being in the hundreds, I somehow didn't realize that I needed to do it for every gun individually, despite having used that power multiple hundreds of times throughout all my playthroughs.
I've regained control of the platform, Shepard.
Good job, Edie. Good job.
I knew you wouldn't let us down, Edie.
I always work at optimal capacity.
Did our AI just sass me?
I found data that would help us successfully navigate
I
the
think
Omega
she
4
may
relay.
have done.
I have also found a Turian distress call that served as the lure for this trap. The collectors were the source. It is unusual.
Why is the collectors being the source unusual? Though, it would seem to make sense to me.
Seems logical to me that they would have sent the initial message as bait.
No, it is unusual because Turian emergency channels have secondary encryption. It is corrupted in the message. It is not possible that the elusive man would believe the distress call was genuine.
Why are you so sure?
I found the anomaly with Cerberus detection protocols. He wrote them.
He knew it was a trap? Why would he send us into a trap?
Why, that son of a bitch. He stabbed us in the back. I mean, granted, we've been planning to stab him in the back all this time, but I didn't think he'd stab us in the back when we still have yet to defeat the collectors.
That son of a bitch sent us right into collector hands.
And here I thought I'd had my betrayal and attempted murder for this year.
Commander, we got another problem. The collector ship is powering up.
You need to get out of there before their weapons come online. I'm not losing another Normandy.
I do not have full control.
Glad to see you have your priorities straight, Joker. And the Normandy is the important thing, right? Not me. You know, your commander. Glad to see Joker's got his priorities straightened out. Anyways, yeah. Time for us to make like a tree and leave.
Around the corner, take the door on your right.
Okay. I'll have that med kit. And some credits. And it looks like we have company. I would tell you that I'm glad to see friends here, but if I did, I'd be lying out my ass. Oh, go fuck yourself, Harvey. Nobody likes you, and nobody wants you around. Fucking Harvey, honestly.
If I must tear you apart, Shepard, I will.
Okay. Get your ass up so I can shoot it dead. Okay, let's actually aim this time, shall we? Mm-hmm. Sounds good to me. Doesn't look like they left any ammo behind for us. Oh, that's right. Collectors don't use thermal clips. Wait, I stand corrected. If they don't use thermal clips, why are there thermal clips lying around? That is my question. Assume direct control of this, you son of a bitch.
Direct intervention is necessary. Our power is unmatched.
Shields down.
Fuck you.
Will no pain, Shepard. Ignore the fallen. We are your destiny.
Concussive shot ready.
Fuck you, Harbinger. Fuck you. Looks like we're being flanked. Kasumi, if you would. Well, he's not dead. Down you go. Yes, indeed, Z. Okay. I am charging your ass. Well, that was the plan. The plan has not worked out. And I nearly died. Thankfully, my companions are pretty decent at their jobs of, you know, being companions and keeping my useless ass alive.
This hurts you.
Nighty-night, Harvey. Nighty-night. Let's keep moving. I want to get our asses out of here sometime in the immediate future. And we're not going down there while that thing... Kasumi was apparently not listening. Kasumi, I just said we're not going down there, and you go down there. Don't you see how this is a little bit undermining my authority? Because it really is. Anyways, this is precisely what I brought my weapon of superiness for. This is precisely what I brought this for. Now, Kasumi... if you wouldn't mind... Fuck. We have a guest incoming. A very unwelcome guest, I should add. I hate these things, I really do. It does not fucking matter to me what difficulty I am playing on. The Praetorians are a colossal pain in the ass to fight. They absolutely are. I hate these things. And I am almost out of ammo for this. Cover! Hey, I was getting into cover there. That should not have worked. Oh well. Let's do this properly. That's right, that explosion it likes to trigger does tend to insta-kill me. Was never particularly fond of that, to be totally honest.
Opening a door on the far side of the room.
Let's take these things out first. Then I can deal with Pretty. I will do as much damage as I possibly can to him. Right there. Yep. Right now, we just want you very, very dead. So, alrighty. let's switch back to the SMG for now. Come on. I should like to be in cover fucking up here now. And continue battering this ass. Yes, Garrus, I know that. You do not have to tell me your attack was ineffective when I saw you attacking a barrier. That's the way ineffectiveness works. It's not effective. And he's history. Nice. That was definitely very well done.
Edie, we got a problem here.
What with the fact that it only took us 2 attempts to win that. You see, it's stuff like this that makes me glad I decided to lower the difficulty, because
Down there. Isn't that where we came in?
so what was that pain in the ass difficult shit was proving to be pain in the ass difficult shit. To be fair, it was called insanity difficulty, so I probably shouldn't have expected it to be easy, but that particular difficulty ended up being a lot more cheap than I expected. That was my problem with playing on Insanity, the fact that every enemy was basically a demigod. And it was just such a pain to try and kill anyone. Because they all had so much shielding and stuff that you could empty round after round into your enemies, and they would perhaps give you a slightly irritated glare. That's about it.
Assuming direct control. If I must tell you,
Whereas
Shepard, I will.
this difficulty right here that I'm playing on now,
This hurts you.
things can still get tricky, and I definitely have to watch out. But it's a fair kind of difficult, not the you exist on the same plane of being as I do, therefore you are now dead kind of difficult, which is basically what Insanity was.
Intervention is necessary.
And I'm not even joking.
Assuming control.
You probably didn't get the same sense of the sheer scale. Hold that thought.
Beautiful.
This hurts you.
So,
You will know pain, Shepard.
I already do, Harvey. Your mud balls are quite painful, I'll have you know.
Universe bend to me.
Well, the forces of the universe can kiss my ass.
Nothing stands against us.
Come on. Come on. I think shotgun, maybe? Hey, I may be at range, but there's not much shotgun and some good aim can't solve, let's be honest. There's my shotgun ammo dealt with, so why don't we switch over to the assault rifle? Finish you off that way. Yeah. Definitely was a good choice. And you didn't last long. Garrus is on his fucking feet again. Let's go. But to get back with what I was saying earlier, I definitely don't think that you got the I definitely don't think that you got the sheer scale of the challenge that I was experiencing, just because of the fact that a lot of that was actually edited out, because the amount of death that I had to experience to play on Insanity was not conducive to the kind of narrative and storytelling that I'm trying to accomplish in my Let's Plays. So I just made the decision early on that I would start editing out the overwhelming majority of that. Which I did, and as a result, the scale of how much I died just really didn't come through in the series. Just to give you an idea, there's one episode around like the 21 or 22 mark, I think, where I played for about 2 hours unedited footage, including all my deaths and everything. The final product was about 25 minutes long. Yeah. And thank you, Joker. I would really rather not die, so please get us the hell out of here. One death was plenty for me.
You can't dodge this guy forever, Edie. Get us the hell out of here.
Specify a destination, Mr. Moreau.
Anywhere that's not here.
Very well, Mr. Moreau. I have now jumped us into the heart of a sun. What? That's not what I... You said anywhere that's not here. Humans can't survive in the sun, Edie. That's your problem. Well, if Edie was Skynet, that's something we'd have to worry about. Fortunately, she is not. But that mission is done now. We've hit level 19. Gathered vital intel regarding collectors and Omega-4 relay. With Shepard's escape, Harbinger knows our true capabilities and will have to adopt new tactics. We'll have to be careful, as Harbinger's information network may rival Cerberus or Shadow Brokers. Also appears impossible to block his ability to possess minions. Edie's work was exceptional, however, proving value of shackled AI. I got training in using assault rifles, so we have another class of weapon I can make use of. I also have picked up another level of damage protection I can research, plus tech damage, and 75,000 credits. 250 element 0, and that's it as far as the mission report goes. So now it's time for us to bitch out the elusive man for betraying us. Because regardless of how true it is, that is how Shepard and the rest of the crew are gonna see it.
Call coming in from the Elusive Man, Commander. I figure you've got a few words for him, too.
Yes. The first one starts with an F, and the second one starts with a U, just to give you a clue as to what they're gonna be.
Shepard, looks like Edie extracted some interesting data before the collector ship came back online.
Edie told us the distress
You
call
son of a
originated from the
bitch.
collectors. You betrayed us, just like I knew you would.
We're at war. The collectors are taking humans, and every minute we waste is one more we give the enemy to prepare.
I know the stakes, but we're supposed to be on the same side, and I can't trust you.
Without that information, we don't reach the collector homeworld, and you and every other human may as well be dead. It was a trap, but I was confident in your abilities. And don't forget Edie. The collectors couldn't have anticipated her.
Uh-huh. I'm calling bullshit on that. I'm calling bullshit. You lying son of a bitch.
You could have told me the plan. You say I'm important, but you sure try hard to get me killed.
I needed the collectors to believe they had the upper hand. Telling you could have tipped them off in any number of ways.
Right.
I wouldn't have sent you in if I didn't think you could succeed.
Me knowing would have let the collectors know. Yeah, I believe you. Definitely. Except I don't, because that's bullshit. You're a lying prick. Who I think is going to betray me worse in future. But I'll be watching for it more. Don't you fucking pull that again.
You have one job. Information. If I can't trust your intel, you're useless to me.
It's never that simple. You of all people should know that.
I know that I'll be a lot more careful. With the collectors and with you.
This is no time for petty grudges. Things are about to get a lot tougher. Edie confirmed our suspicions.
Well, if you didn't want petty grudges, you shouldn't have had Cerberus in Mass Effect 1 behaving like effectively space Nazis.
I was just on the collector's ship. Why didn't you say anything about finding their IFF?
As I said, Edie just confirmed it. Besides, you wouldn't have had time to find and extract it. But we have options. An Alliance science team recently determined that the Great Rift on the planet Klendigan is actually an impact crater from a mass accelerator weapon. A very old mass accelerator. I sent a team to find either the weapon or its target. They found both. The weapon was defunct, but it helped us plot the flight path of the intended target. A 37-million-year-old derelict Reaper. We found it damaged and trapped in the gravity of a brown dwarf.
Aren't brown dwarfs basically stars that didn't quite make it?
Simply put, but accurate. They're gas giants that don't quite have the masses of stars. Expect gale force winds and extremely high temperatures. The Reaper has a mass effect field that keeps it in orbit, likely an automated response to the external threats. It's stable, but I won't call it safe.
I saw what Sovereign did to the Citadel fleet. Hard to imagine anything could stop something that powerful.
This vessel is a relic from a battle waged while mammals took their first steps on Earth. There's no trace of the species that took the shot. Perhaps it was their one moment of defiance before being wiped out.
Alright, I'll bite. What's the catch?
I get the feeling this isn't going to be a simple swing by and pick up our package.
We lost contact with Dr. Chandana's team shortly after they boarded. Initial reconnaissance revealed no clues, and it was too risky to commit more resources. Now we need that IFF. I'll forward the coordinates to Joker. In the meantime, I suggest you tell your crew I didn't risk their lives unnecessarily. It would make things easier.
I don't think so.
Edie, tell the crew to assemble.
I am going to tell them
Of course, Shepard.
that you're an asshole who decided to betray us and now wants it to look like you didn't betray us. Let's see how that goes over,
So the Elusive Man
shall
didn't
we?
sell us out. Could have fooled me.
Lied to us, used us, needed access to the Collector databanks. Necessary risk.
Doesn't mean I like it.
He tries something like that again and the Collectors will be the least of his problems. Edie, are you sure this IFF is gonna work?
My analysis is accurate, Shepard. I have also determined the approximate location of the Collector homeworld, based on navigational data from their vessel.
That can't be right.
Well, on the one hand, Edie's been pretty straight with us, and that's pretty accurate information. But on the other, when it's talking about something like a homeworld of a species being in the fucking galactic core, I think we'd better double-check Edie's systems, just to be safe.
Better run the diagnostics, Joker. Looks like our AI's got a bug in the software.
My calculations are correct. The Collector homeworld is located within the galactic core.
Can't be. The core is just black holes and exploding suns. There are no habitable planets there.
Could be an artificial construction. Space station protected by powerful mass effect fields and radiation shields.
Even the Collectors don't have that kind of technology.
Yeah, well, the Reapers sure as hell do.
The Collectors are just servants of our real enemy. And we've all seen what their masters are capable of. They built the mass relays and the Citadel. Who's to say they can't build a space station surrounded by black holes? No wonder nobody's ever returned from a trip through the Omega-4 mass relay.
The logical conclusion is that a small safe zone exists on the far side of the relay, a region where ships can survive. Standard relay transit protocols would not allow safe transport. Drift of several thousand kilometers is common, and would be fatal in the galactic core. The Reaper IFF must trigger the relay to use more advanced encrypted protocols.
Yeah, well, I don't think we're ready to go for that IFF just yet. Most of this team has personal issues they need to work out, and I want to do that first.
Just because we can follow the Collectors through the relay doesn't mean we can take them out. I don't want to go after them until I know we're ready.
Sooner or later, we need that IFF. I say, why wait?
It's a derelict Reaper. What if the Collectors are waiting for us? We may want to build up our team before we take that kind of risk.
Yeah, let's stick with building up.
The more people we have on our side, the better our chances of success. We need to keep building up the team.
It's your call, Commander. Whatever you decide, we're with you.
Okay. A derelict Reaper, eh? Can't say I saw that one coming. Well, I did, but at the same time, I didn't, because, you know, I have played this game before, so I do sort of know that certain things are coming, in some respects. Let's bump up our incendiary ammo, I think. But yeah, we gotta go off and find that Reaper IFF at some point, but now we've reached the point where we're going to be hitting all of the loyalty missions. Because, as per usual, I tend to save the loyalty missions for this point in the story, because I just kind of like doing my loyalty missions right before we hit the home stretch, so that's what I'm going to do. There's also some other stuff I plan to do here, though. In the meantime, I also have a bunch of upgrade buying I'll be doing. Let's get damage protection. Tech damage. Tech cooldowns. hard shields. There's still plenty of upgrades we could probably buy at the stores, so... Next thing for me to do, I think, is to go shopping. But now that we've returned from the mission, I have a couple of things I want to do.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
First, though, I'm gonna check the mail. It's just those two, which I'm gonna refrain from reading until the relevant points. Anyways, hey Kelly.
You had me so worried when you were trapped on the collector ship. Thank goodness for Edie.
That sounds like more than just professional concern, Kelly.
You're more than just my commander. You're my friend.
Edie brought you back to me. If she had a body, I'd give her a big hug.
I'm standing right here. Where's my hug?
Oh, Shepard. I wish there were time to get to know you better.
Okay, why don't we have dinner then?
Why don't you join me in my cabin for a meal? It would give us the chance to talk.
That sounds wonderful. Lead the way.
Hey, it's just a private little meal between friends.
Goodness.
Besides,
I haven't stayed up
Shepard
that
kind of
late
likes
for college
Kelly's,
days. I had a wonderful
at least as a
evening. Thank you.
friend. Disappointingly, I do have to clarify that, because some people are idiots. But yeah, you kind of like her, so spending some time with Kelly is
I noticed
really
the fish
nice.
tank up in your cabin. If you'd like, I could feed your fish while you're away.
Yes, I would.
I'd appreciate that, Kelly.
It's my pleasure. Anyway, what's up?
Is there anything I should know?
Tally seems very distraught after receiving a message. Maybe you could check in on her down in engineering. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
Okay, down to go see Tally, but first, up to the cabin. And yeah, that was actually the main reason I spent so much time chatting up Kelly, because I wanted her to feed my fish. As you've noticed, my fish have died a few times during this playthrough. And now that Kelly will serve as my automated fish feeder, I no longer have that concern. Let's head down to engineering now, though, and have a little chat with Tally. Actually, I think we'll do that next time, because this episode's been going on for a good while now, and that whole collector ship mission is a pretty long one, so I think this is a good place to stop it. So, join me next time when we're gonna take a bit of time out to see what's going on with Tally and chat with Thane, Kasumi, and Zaid, who are the only crew members we can have actual conversations with, because loyalty missions. And then I am going to start kicking off the loyalty mission segment of this Let's Play, because I am going to be doing rather a lot of them. So, I will see you next time. Take care, everybody, and so long for now.